What's up, YouTube? It is your girl Jador Jor, also known as Jordan. If you didn't know, now you do. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. This video is gonna be about life after graduation. What they do not tell you, what you would expect, what you wouldn't expect. Disclaimer: I'm a little sick, so if I'm like going through it for a second, just don't mind it. I'm not feeling good. Anyways, though. A little background about me. I went to Michigan State University. I graduated in 2018 in the summer. I majored in advertising management. I started off as a marketing major, but the course load, it just wasn't for me. So I changed it to advertising management. I got to see both the creative side and the business side of things, and I really enjoyed it a little bit more. So yeah, one thing I do regret not doing in undergrad would be an internship. So any internship I would have applied for would have been out of state, which was, I don't know, you guys, I really limited myself in college. Like, I had so many worries of stuff not going a certain way that I didn't take the risk. And that's something I think about now that I'm out of school, that I can take more risk. Because I wanted that check, okay? So whenever I could work, I did. And internships are unpaid for one, and they still want you to work like part-time, full-time. It just didn't work out for me, but I wish I would have kind of thought about it a little bit more and figured some stuff out and did the internship. But I mean, it is what it is. So fast forward, senior year of college, I got into banking. With banking, it was pretty cool to me. Like, I became a teller, and I got to learn a lot about like finances and stuff I can apply to my personal life and help other people out with too. So it was cool. I was getting paid more than any other job I ever had, so that was a bonus. And 9 to 5, so I got my weekends and late nights to do whatever. So boom, fast forward, it's time for me to graduate and I need to look for a job. So naturally, I'm looking for jobs in advertising, rewind. I went into advertising because I want to pursue fashion merchandising. Marketing and advertising kind of go hand in hand. MSU doesn't have a program for like retail buying or anything like that, so I kind of just figured out what else I can do to have that career path. I'm looking for a job, and I started looking for jobs in fashion merchandising and buying and stuff like that, production. And it's like nothing in Michigan, okay? Nothing. I mean, there were a few options at like some corporations. So I'm like, all right, it's not a lot of jobs here. Let me see what other experience I can gain while waiting for my career, Ooh, I'm sick as hell. So then I started applying to agencies. Now, the thing about agencies, an entry-level position is probably about 35 to 40K a year, which is like barely decent, honestly. And I knew I wanted to make more than that. I knew that I wanted to move out of state soon, and I wanted to save up a certain amount of money and still maintain a certain lifestyle. So I need to make more than that. So I still applied to some agencies, and I got a few interviews, and then I also started applying to credit unions because I already worked at a credit union. So I accepted an offer at one credit union, and it was just only like $2 more than I was making part-time, but it was still more than I was making. So I'm like, okay, this is cool, let's see what else I can do. So then another credit union called me, and first I wasn't even gonna go to this credit union because it was so far from my house, but they were hiring for different locations. So I'm like, okay, let me just see what they talking about. To the interview, and I was there for like an hour and a half, and I saw 3 different people, and they ended up offering me the job that day. And when he told me how much money I was about to be making, boy, and it wasn't for like a teller position, it was for like a financial advisor, loan officer position or whatever. So I'm like, bet. It was way more than the other job offered me. I called them back and I told them like so and so, yeah, I got another offer. And they're like, how much? I told her. She's like, oh, you might as well go with them. She literally told me, oh, go ahead, go with them. I'm like, okay, cool. So I've been working there since August. It's now March 2019. I tell y'all, when I got in the routine of going to work every day, no. First of all, after college, well, during college, you are so used to like being busy, so used to having something to do all the time. Like, you got some homework to do or something going on campus, like you and your friends. After you graduate and you're not going into grad school or anything, it's totally different. Well, for me, it was. But I quickly realized that punching the clock is not something I can do for 30 years, 40 years. It's just not. It's just really not, because when I tell y'all, I hate going to work every day. I hate going to work every day. And it's gonna sound crazy because my job isn't even that bad. It's just the fact that I'm not doing what I love, you know? And even though the money good, it's not my passion. And I have to be in my passion. That's one thing I quickly noticed about it, just like, you know, I gotta make something work for me because this is not it. I still work there right now, but we gonna get to that. You quickly see like things are not the same. You know, you and your friends that you used to see every day in college, everybody's living their own life. You can't hang out as much as y'all used to, and that's made me want to just meet new people. Start meeting new people. I started dating a lot, like a lot, and I don't know if it was just to fill a void or what, because I wasn't in a relationship. I wasn't really ready for a relationship. I'm still not ready for a relationship. I started dating a lot, and I needed some new hobbies. Like, if you're used to like being in an org in college or just being around a lot of people constantly, a sorority, a frat, I mean, not saying you still can't do that once you graduate, but it's just like people have their own lives. Y'all not in the same community anymore. So it's like you have to find people in your community or you're going to be driving all around the world to hang out with your friends. Example, me, I live like so far from my friends, so I barely see them as much as I wish I could. But I started sewing, and sewing is something I always wanted to do, but I never just learned, you know. I never had a sewing machine, so now I have a sewing machine, and I took a sewing class. So I know how to sew, I know how to make clothes, I know how to do everything, okay? I hope to turn my hobby into a hustle. That's what I've always done. That's always been me. Like, growing up, I always knew how to do hair. So I did hair all through college, most of high school, like, and it's like I don't have the time to do that anymore because I work 40 hours a week now. It's hard to schedule clients in between your 9 to 5 and your free time. Honestly, at a point after I felt a little lonely. Like, I felt like something was missing, and it wasn't like lonely in the point of like a guy. It was like just alone. Like, I just felt alone. It's weird, like, it's weird to say how I felt. I was around people and things like that, but I just felt by myself. I felt like I was trying to figure out my whole life now. Like, I feel like I graduated college now. This is it. Like, I need to figure it out. And it doesn't have to be like that. You know, life is a process. I came to realize that I am still young and I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I can't base my life off what I see other people doing. Nobody should ever do that. Get so consumed by what they see in social media and see other people doing, they forget about themselves. And it's like, you can't do that. You cannot base your life off somebody else's life. You have to move at your own pace. Everything is just, I put it like this, I think my life is already written out for me. You know, the path that I'm supposed to go on is already made for me. And I just have to stay true to myself and just let what God has for me go into play. I've never really been ever like the jealous type or like envious or anything. Like, I congratulate anybody on their accomplishments because I want the same thing in return. It's to like just finding your purpose, I guess I should say, you have to really like dig deep. You have to really find what makes you happy, and you cannot base it off other people or, you know, relationships. It really has to be like from you, how you perceive the world and how the world perceives you. If you want to live a certain way, you have to work towards that. So in my advice, when it comes to setting goals, you should always, I say, write everything down, because that's what I do, and it helped me out a lot. You have the bigger picture and you have steps to get to the bigger picture. So fulfill all those steps. Like, check off the little things first that help you get to the big thing. And when you get to the big thing, you know, it's gonna be like all your hard work finally paid off. Don't worry, don't stress. You know, life after college, this is just my story and people who might feel like me, but it gets better. I don't feel as alone as I used to. Like, I'm more in tune with myself. You just gotta find what works for you, and everything else will fall into place. So this concludes my life after college video. Just don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing, and you're gonna be exactly where you need to be in due time. There might be obstacles on the road. Just don't let it get to you. Keep pushing, keep going, and refer back to this video if you need to. But thanks y'all for watching. If you rocking with me, like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more videos on the way. I am trying to post a video every Sunday. My channel gonna be based around a lot of things, so you might not always just get me sitting here talking. It's gonna be like everything, okay? If you love me, let me know. Mwah.